What's your name?
Casey Lichtenstein.
How do you spell your last name? Or actually, I should ask how you spell both, because Casey could be.
It's Kacilickteig.
And where are you from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Had you run Boston before?
I ran it last year.
So my assumption is, since you're in well, what was your time yesterday?
Well, I ran it with my mom. It was her first completion of the Boston.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so that was my main goal, is just to run it with her. So we ran it in 3:57:13.
What is that per, what's the per mile or minute per mile place?
It was like 9:08, I think, something like that.
So you two, did you finish right around the time?
We had just crossed underneath the time frame of 4:02 is what it said. And so we were still in line when it was like 7 minutes after we heard the explosions. We were still in the corral getting water and everything. And we heard it, looked at each other, and we didn't know what was going on. We thought, okay, well, maybe it's just something in the city of, they're doing construction. And then not more than 20 or 30 seconds later, we heard another one, and then we got kind of panicked, and other people were starting to question, and nobody had cell reception or anything like that, and so it was really scary because we didn't know what to do.
So what did you end up doing? Did you flee the area, or did you stay put?
We continued on because they made us go down through the chute, and then we were supposed to pick up our bags, and my bag was completely opposite of where hers was. And so we wanted to stay together, and so we went down there, and we kept hearing people screaming and running and sirens, and we had no idea what to do. And so we ended up going down to get her bag, and we heard that we weren't supposed to go back towards the family meeting area where we were going to see Shy and everybody. So we didn't know if we were supposed to go back, if we were supposed to not. So we did end up going back, but then we heard people screaming and yelling. There was this, I don't know, some local or somebody that was running down the street yelling, "Get it? What are you fools doing? Run the opposite way. There's blood on the ground." And he was just really panicking everybody. And so that made everybody start getting more chaotic, and it was scary.
As someone who's a top flight athlete, what is your, I mean, it's only a day later, you're exhausted probably, but you may not be, you may be, but I'm wondering what thoughts you have as someone who's a top athlete on the decision that someone, we still don't know who, made to target an event like this.
It's just heartbreaking to think, all these people are doing is running a race and doing this completion of, they made it to the Boston Marathon. For somebody to do something this horrific, I can't imagine what is going through their mind. It makes me sickened because, we were minutes away of what could have been tragedy, and I was just thankful that I was with her at the time.
Yeah. Is there anything you might, I don't know if you want to add anything or not, or
she's pretty much summed it up.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful that we worked together and she pushed me to get through faster, and I'm glad she did.
I hadn't even thought of that piece of it. How hard was she pushing you in the race?
Well, she was ahead of me, pushing me, and I had to try to keep up with her, and so I would have ran a slower time if it hadn't been for her, and I don't know where I would have came in. So.
Were you when she was pushing you in the race, did you get it all irritated with her? I was like, oh, come on, leave me alone.
No, I'm used to that.
Let me ask you, so this is your first Boston Marathon, right? Have you've run others?
I've run 2 others.
Would you ever consider coming back here for this particular event, or is the trauma intense enough that you'd say no?
Well, actually, this was going to be my one and only time to run this one, and so I wasn't planning on coming back, but I probably wouldn't come back because of what happened. It was traumatic, so.
Can I ask you your name?
Lori Leonard.
So Lori?
Mm-hmm.
Guessing. Okay, and Leonard spelled, I guess, there's only one way.
Leonard, yeah.
Okay. Thank you both for talking.